to tonight's recap of the Celebrity Apprentice.
Why,
we have
look who's
a special
here.
celebrity guest.
Puppy fart.
No, it's not his name.
It is.
All right, so 3 Apprentice are left.
Arsenio, Clay, and Aubrey.
Okay.
All right, Aubrey hopes that she dies undeveloped. You get your wish, you're fired.
We don't have time to go into that whole thing.
It's a final 2 now.
Yeah, she was fired after their whole little boardroom talk. All right, so the 2 remaining Apprentice met with Donald Trump at Lincoln Center where it all began.
Donald's like, yo, you're gonna have to produce, host, sell tickets, limited to 75. A charity event.
For a charity event.
Right. And make a 30-second ad, but wait, there's more. The entertainment at this thing, it's not gonna be puppy fart, it's gonna be you. All right, so.
He's not happy, okay.
The old farts are ushered back in to be perused and chosen
for teams.
Playground style.
Playground style.
Exactly. Arsenio won the most challenges as project manager, so he got to pick first.
Yes, and he was really structuring his team around comedy. Because he wants to do a comedy show, for obvious reasons.
Right.
So he picked Adam, Lisa, Paul, and Teresa.
Well, Clay ended up with Penn, Debbie, Dee, and Aubrey.
So
and he was pretty happy about that,
Clay
too.
is really going for the musical thing, minus Penn.
That's why Clay picked a team of musicians. So let's talk about Clay's team.
All right. Penn and Dee are working on the ad, and they come up with the tagline, "Let's all play."
Which I think is pretty good, which might have been the tagline for the foundation anyway.
Well, yeah.
Aubrey,
they're going with it, though.
Immediately is like, I came up with the theme.
We're doing a carnival theme.
Sounds really scary, the red hair and all.
She's already ready for the part.
Penn, be the hero, not the critic. He's so good at telling everybody what they're doing wrong, and it's more important to tell people what they should do to fix it.
But to his credit, he did come up with a good idea to fix the PSA, which sounded like a downer from what Clay was talking about.
He wanted to not highlight the fact that the child was disabled, but celebrate the fact that the child can fit in and not look disabled or feel disabled. Debbie's in charge of the music, duh. What else can she do?
Yeah.
And Penn called in Teller because he's going to cup his balls. I mean, they're going to do cupping balls.
I'm scarred for life. All right. And Aubrey is in charge of, like, planning the actual event and decorating.
Well, she tried to take over, but Clay slapped her
Clay was
down.
like, I don't think so, girl.
I freaking love Clay. I'm just going to put that out there. All right, so let me...
Verdell's getting antsy. He wants to talk about Arsenio.
I got to put Puppy Fart down because he's getting very upset. Arsenio, yes. It's a comedy event, like she said before.
Yeah, and since he's working with Magic Johnson's foundation, he wants Magic Johnson for the ad.
And he got Magic Johnson to do the ad. But the problem is Magic Johnson's on the West Coast, and they are on the East Coast. So Adam Carolla pipes in and is like, I've got a crew, and they could shoot it, and they could, like, send it to us electronically, and we could all, you know, edit it together, and it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So then Adam Carolla goes off on this he answers to Puppy Fart.
I don't want him going near the cat box.
All right, so he comes up with this thing that Magic Johnson should send him a suitcase full of weed, or send Arsenio. That was a little inappropriate. All right, so they go to a costume shop with wieners. That was weird. Lisa's already on the ball. She had already previously raised $50,000 that she supposedly has in her hotel room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they
Hope you're locking that up in the safe.
They seem to be raising a lot of money on that team.
Especially compared to Clay's team.
Yeah, Clay doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of fundraising.
He forgot about that part.
I think so too. Well, I don't think it's totally based on the fundraising, so...
But I mean, that is a big part.
It is a big part. Lisa and Teresa were charged with decorating the space, and Teresa specifically for the food.
Because she has her cookbooks.
And they're delicious. It's fabulicious. Alright, so day 2. Team Clay.
Basically, both teams are trying to do their video shoots.
Right. So the video shoot for Team Clay was at this park but it smelled like dog doo-doo.
And it was also really noisy because there were trains going by constantly.
So they couldn't shoot there.
I feel like they just picked like some random part.
Yeah, rando. So they wasted a lot of time looking for a new location.
Yeah.
They wanted to use this baseball field where there was a Little League game going on.
Well, we don't know if it was Little League, but...
They said...
Yeah, and then the coach was all like, oh my god, I totally voted for you.
But you can't use the field.
Yeah.
So it's Plan F time, because you're F'd unless you find something else. So they...
Place words.
They found a patch of grass in front of a tenement. But the DP, a.k.a. Director of Photography, said, I can make this work.
All right.
So, yeah, I loved watching Clay in his teacher mode. Freaking loved it. I love Clay. Clay, I love you. Call me. Debbie's having a great time doing all the music, because that's what she do. But she's not that good.
Aubrey was not having a good time with Debbie doing all the music.
Neither was I. Yeah. Dee and Penn edit the video. Lisa actually calls up Clay and is like, I want to go to your event.
Yeah. And I was
You
like,
helped me raise a lot of money for my charity, so now I want to return the favor.
I thought that was a nice touch.
That was extremely cool. Extremely. I cannot even begin to say how extremely cool that was. Did I happen to mention? Alright, so then Clay, there's a weird turn of events and he kiss rapes Aubrey.
She got a big donation.
I don't think she liked it. He kissed a girl and she didn't like it.
Claymate!
Exactly. Clay then, later on, just wants Debbie to do what he wants her to do.
They were doing a run-through of all the music for the show, and Debbie was just like, oh, we need to change all this, blah, blah, blah. And Clay was like, I want to hear, like, a full run-through.
He does it in his own process, and she was not following the process, and he is a former teacher, so he's not having it. She's getting an F for that. So, yeah, it's a problem.
Back at Team Arsenio,
right?
They are shooting in a studio, so they don't have all the noise issues and everything, and they're in full 80s wear.
I thought the 80s thing was pretty ridiculous.
I mean, I thought
costumes.
It was a good way to tie in humor.
It was a good idea in theory, but in practice, it looked really weird and scary and not that funny. So... and to begin with, it's a complex shoot because they have to mesh the Magic Johnson footage with the East Coast footage.
Guys, it's really not that hard. They could have shot it with him catching the basketball from both directions.
Exactly. Arsenio and Adam are doing the edit and everybody else went back and we're working on the space. Arsenio now knows who he can tell to F off.
Yeah. You
got money? You can talk to Arsenio. If you're not going to give him some money, he don't want to know your ass face.
I thought that was kind of a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
So...
Well, little problem. Adam realizes the crew that I have is more for podcasting and not really for video.
But he didn't tell Arsenio that.
No. Little detail.
They were waiting for the footage to come in from the West Coast for a while, and then it finally came in. And they were like, oh crap, this is not usable.
This is bad because Magic Johnson, instead of accepting the basketball being thrown at him from camera left, is talking to camera left, which is not there at all. His earlobe is talking to the camera.
It looked like he was turning to talk into another camera, but that camera wasn't there. Like
bad.
a multiple camera shoot.
Right.
But it wasn't.
So that's all we got. Next week is the finale, and we're gonna have to wrap this S up and see who wins. It looks like it could go either way.
I don't know.
It looks like it could go either way, but I'm sure the Donald's gonna drag it out 2, maybe 3 hours.
I don't know. Though I think it's gonna be Arsenio, but we'll see.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be Clay.
All right.
All right, we'll have to duke it out.
No, it's okay.
All right, we won't. Till next time. Much love.